wanting to talk today about moving from stuck to shifted. In my Reclaim Academy on Monday night, we had a group session and it was fantastic. It was really, I could see the eyes opening and the mind opening and the movement already happening. So I wanted to share a little bit about what we talked about. So what we talked about was, what are some of the things that you keep saying, I want to do, and then never do? So you are staying absolutely stuck. And we were talking about how there's a bit of guilt in there, and that little cycle happens, that because you don't do it, you feel guilty that you haven't done it. And then because you haven't done it, you're sort of like, oh, well, I'll get around to it. And it's just this little cycle of almost the fear of wasting time. Because we haven't done it, we feel guilty, and then we feel guilty because we're wasting time, and then because we're wasting time, we feel guilty. So it was just such a really lovely eye-opening experience for the ladies that are in my Reclaim Academy to actually have. And because we have these group sessions, it actually gives us all time to actually think about, so what is it that I want to get done, and how, like, why am I not doing it, and how can I do it? And it gives ourselves space to actually reflect on it and then maybe take some actions once we understand ourselves a bit. I find that most of us women do not give ourselves anywhere near enough time to actually reflect and think and move. We just go, this is happening, this is the solution, and we can't get ourselves from what's happening to the solution. So what we talked about in the main, there was so much we talked about, but one of the main things that I'd love to share with you guys is actually having a pause. So instead of just moving, is to actually stop for a second and go, why am I stuck? Get some understanding around it, so that the action that you do take is not only one that you will take, but one that aligns with you, one that will work for you, one that feels good. Because I don't know about you, but whenever I try doing something that doesn't feel good, I might do it once, I might not even get through it the first time, and I'm never going back to it. And then I feel guilty and failure again. So I did want to just share that with you, that have that pause. And the analogy I used, or the metaphor I used on Monday night, was when you're driving from one place to another, you sometimes need to pull off for a second to get fuel, to get some food, to sometimes just let the people pass so that you're not getting stressed out. So sometimes that little move off into a parking bay for a second just to collect yourself might be exactly what you need. So what I'd love for you to do this week, over the weekend and into the next week, is to start thinking about how much you pause to reflect, to move, rather than just this forward and not going anywhere. Have a fantastic weekend. See yous.